second speaker tonight is a Madeira resident and entrepreneur, Betsy Adler. She and her husband recently bought property on the Kentucky River and discovered a surprising family connection. I think family is going to be a theme throughout many of our stories tonight, but Betsy's story is entitled A Gift from My Ancestors. Please welcome Betsy Adler.
Hello. Thank you so much for inviting us here. We're excited to chat with you guys and share a little bit of our story. I don't have a tattoo, but maybe I should get one. Maybe that'll be the next thing on my list. I'm going to start a bucket list. Farm is the next first on my bucket list. So a little bit about us. My name is Betsy. As you all know, I'm a nurse practitioner. I have worked in inpatient cardiology at Cincinnati Children's for the last 30 years. I joke that I trained with Florence Nightingale because I've been a nurse for a really long time, and I remember paper charting, which most of my colleagues don't anymore. Then my husband, Jerry is the owner of Adler's Blinds. He's also a business owner here in Madeira. We've lived here for 30 years. We moved here in 1995. We raised our kids here. We just love this community so much. It's been such a blessing to us. We have friends here that feel like family, and I don't know what we'd do without it. We just love it. So a little bit about our farm and how we got started there. Jerry was looking for weekend property. Initially, we thought, let's just build a little cabin and somewhere we can go on the weekends. Little did he know I would told him to be a farmer assistant, but he's really good at it. So anyway, we were looking for property. We looked in a couple different places. One of the areas we looked at is in the Red River Gorge area because my grandmother's family is from there, and I grew up going down there. So we found this property. It's 200 acres. It was owned by timber companies for many years, so a lot of the property was clear-cut and just really needed some love, but also had some beautiful water features and lovely neighbors and just in a great community. So we bought the property, and right after we closed, COVID hit, and like you, we were kind of hanging out at home, figuring out what to do next, and I started researching on Ancestry, looking for stories about my grandmother's family in that area, and I found that there was quite a character named Archibald Crawford, who's my 5-time great-grandfather, who was deeded 20,000 acres of land for service in the War of 1812, and it appears that our property was in the boundaries of that land, which was just a really cool connection, and I think explained a little bit why I felt so at home there, because it was home for many years for my family. He was quite a character. He built his own coffin and stored it under his bed and stored seed corn in it. And as the legend goes, he held a funeral for himself and got the seed corn out from the coffin and gifted it to all the people that came to his funeral while he was still alive. So I think it sounds like he was a real character, and I would like to have met him and hung out with old Archibald. So anyway, Jerry and I spent a lot of time at the property mostly for fun. Had a focus on conservation and trying to get more of the trees and plants that were beneficial to wildlife. We learned a lot about invasive plants and worked towards eradicating some of those that were on our property because they had really taken over in the absence of the big healthy trees that the loggers had taken. So we were trying to think of ways to be able to spend more time there, and also I'm 30 years into my nursing career. I'm thinking about what do I want to do next. I think I'm ready for the next chapter and want to figure out what I want to do in the next half of my life. So looking around the property, we thought, well, let's plant some things. I love planting things. I love growing things. I love making things with my hands and taking care of people. So we cleared some acreage and put in some elderberries. We had some existing blueberries on the property. So we're cultivating those. We've also planted raspberries, blackberries, putting in some pear trees. It's just so fun seeing what will grow there and what has done well. As it turns out, the elderberries have not done well, and that was the initial thing that we planted. We put in 150 plants, and the first year, the deer ate them down to nubs. I really thought that the elderberries would do well because there's wild elderberries all over the place there. So I thought surely whatever elderberries I plant will do fine and the deer won't touch them. But as it turns out, they thought my elderberries were delicious and ate them all. And then this year, the Japanese beetles ate them down to nubs. So I think our Archibald Crawford, wherever you are, is trying to tell me I should grow something else. So we'll figure out what we want to put in those places. But so far, we have not had great luck with the elderberries, but the blueberries are amazing. So I think it's that's where we're heading. Other things we have tried, I bought a flour mill, and I've started milling flour. I've learned so much about it now, and it's so much more nutritious. They take out most of the nutritional benefits of flour and the wheat berry to make it shelf stable so they can sell it in the grocery store. But with fresh milled flour, you retain all of those all the nutritional value. Wheat berries, just by themselves, really are a powerhouse of nutrition. And with fresh milling, and I can bake breads, English muffins, cookies, all of the things that I'm able to sell. I can bake them the morning that I mill the flour, so it retains all of that nutrition, and it's just so much more healthy. It's fascinating, I guess fascinating, I'm not sure if that's the right word or not, when you really learn all of the things that are in our food, or even in the water. I really struggled making bread for a long time, and I learned because it was the chlorine that we have in the water. I don't know about you guys, how many people have Madeira Indian Hill water. I don't know if I should say this or not, but we turn on our tap and you can smell the chlorine in the water, and I think it really was affecting the things I was trying to bake. So I've learned now I need to use filtered water and I can make good bread. So now we have blueberries that we've brought to market, and I have sourdough, English muffins, cookies. I make granola that we have brought to market. We've sold at the Madeira Farmers Market. That's been really fun, meeting all of the folks at the market and meeting all of the other vendors and hearing about their stories. I brought some of my granola I have in the back. You're welcome to grab a sample bag of that. We sell on our website. We just started that up, and I've sold on Facebook, and I have an email list that you can subscribe to that's information back there with the samples. But it's just been so fun. I love learning new things, and it's really taken us in a different direction, maybe not one we expected. I'm sure Jerry never imagined he would be a farmer's assistant or a volunteer farmer's assistant, but he's doing good. It's just been such a great experience. So thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate you guys letting us share our story. I'm happy to answer questions after everybody's all done, but thank you very much. I just, a new friend just pointed out that I didn't mention that I'm from Sleeping Bee Farm. So, Betsy, keep an eye out for us from Sleeping Bee Farm. Thank you.